Hey everybody, what's up? It's Tim Michael. I got another caricature for you guys. Another fun Patreon-inspired drawing. As you guys know, all my patrons who support me at certain levels get to have a caricature drawn of themselves once they've donated a certain amount. And this guy right here, Will, did a wonderful job continuing to donate to the cause. Thank you very much, Will. And actually, I think your name is Bill on Patreon, so I'll make sure to call you Bill for the rest of this. Bill is a teacher at an alternative school. He teaches math, and he wanted something kind of math-esque. Not a problem. I can totally make that happen. And I pulled a lot of inspiration from Nolan Harris. If you guys get the chance to look him up, make sure that you do. Nolan Harris is definitely an amazing digital artist. He actually had a YouTube video go very popular where he was teaching people to draw on a Apple tablet before Apple tablets began to become more user-friendly for artists. And I think they're still on their way, but still. So go take a look at some of his work. Hopefully you'll see some inspiration from his kind of stuff involved in this piece. Really love his work and his bright and dark depths that he uses. Lots of not so much gradients, lots of hard shadows, but then in the backdrops and things like that, he throws in some neat little tricks here and there, and I decided I was going to go ahead and try and do my own take of that. So, a lot of fun drawing up Bill's face here. Really overly exaggerated it, went full tilt on it, and I hope Bill didn't mind, because there was definitely, I wanted to give a lot to his beard and really enhance that chin on his face and really show it, make it pop. And then in replacement of that, I wanted to squeeze down the eyes and the nose by quite a bit so that the rest of the face kind of engulfed them as much as possible. I thought it turned out pretty cool. I'm actually more excited about how the background and the body turned out. And the face is awesome, but when you see it all put together with the final image, I'm just totally into that. It's a lot of fun. Turned out really great. Hey guys, also I want to really quickly give a shout out. We had a rather large incident occur in the caricaturing world, and if you guys are caricaturists and you follow a lot of professional, larger name caricaturists, you guys might know Glenn Ferguson. Glenn Ferguson is an amazing caricature artist, and the other day he was attacked while on duty at a caricature booth and stabbed in the back of the neck/head with a pair of scissors from another artist who I would suggest has some mental issues. The caricature community has really stepped out to support him in a humongous way, and I will put his link down below to his GoFundMe account. A lot of people are donating to the cause to help him do better. He's in the hospital right now. He had 5 hours of surgery, and then in that process, he has yet to wake up from the surgery, and it's been, I would say, 3 or 4 days since then. And so if you want to continue to offer your support to the caricaturing community, I hope that you guys will go check that out. It's a really big deal. Glenn, I got the chance to talk to him. A lot of artists are deeply affected by Glenn and his art style and his kindness to everyone. He has many friends in many high places and many low places, and is just a wonderful guy. So links are going to be in the description below, okay? I'm just letting you guys know that, because that right now is a very big conversation going on in the caricaturing world, if you guys follow any of that. As you guys know, my technique usually, if I'm doing something quickly, is to go ahead and take magenta to paint in my shadows, do it on a separate layer, take that layer, put it on multiply, and just drop its opacity. It makes it pop out real nice. And then what I did here in just a second is I went online and I grabbed a piece of paper backdrop, and I blew it up behind him to kind of just give that background texture. And if you like how I'm handling the outlines where I'm kind of making them look faded with some color, all I had to do there was take all of my inking lines, lock their transparency, and then I can paint over them without affecting anything else. I was trying to get some different gradients in there, so you're going to see a whole lot of different tests here and there. I find myself finagling around with a whole bunch of different things because I want to improve on my art. I don't want to just draw the same style every time. I'm always looking for a new format, always trying to find something that just makes it take one step further into a different style so I can learn more and so I can use it in more pieces. So like I tried using a blue cool shadow in the backdrop, and I found that maybe that didn't work so well. In other places here you see that I'm changing the color of overall, maybe giving more of a orange hue to one side or something else. Just try everything and have fun with it. Don't be afraid to mess around, because that's what's really going to make things pop in the end anyway. So something else I also ended up doing is I ended up reversing my highlight, because if you look, I got this light on the side of his face, but if you look at his pants, I got the shadow coming from that exact same direction. So it's a little twisted, not exactly correct. So you'll see I'll kind of go back on that in a second. For everything that I paint over top this paper, I wanted the paper to stay there. So what I ended up doing was everything I painted in multiply. Same thing with the chalkboard on the back. And then I used a really cool texture brush. I think it's just called rough pencil, and I made the texture pop out even more. And then that's what I used to draw out all these other things. And then I had to figure out, I was terrible at math. Absolutely terrible at math. So you'll see here that I try to actually, I looked up some crazy algebraic mathematics online. Who knows? They might be easy for you guys, but for me, they'd kill me. And I decided I'd go ahead and write them in here. And there's no copyright infringement on math, right? So type that in there and have some fun with that. And the texture brush actually did really good to make it look kind of like a chalkboard drawing. I thought it turned out really great. I'm going to be putting in some final details here, and as I do, I want you guys to remember that I really appreciate all of your support. You guys are amazing. Would love it if you'd stop by patreon.com and show your support on there. And if you go over there, patreon.com/TimMichaelArts, and offer your support at the $3, $5, $10 level, there are different rewards for each one of those, and you can get a caricature drawn by me as well, okay? And then, of course, I would love it if you guys would follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Just look up Tim Michael Arts on both of those. And that's going to be about it. We're going to be having a new live stream coming up a little later on this month. I'll let you guys know the date a little later on as we get further into our season of caricaturing and as we get into moving back into the 2016 year. There's a lot of stuff to catch up on, so you guys are going to see a lot more stuff out of me. Okay? All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. I look forward to seeing you guys next time on another video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. You're welcome to hit the dislike button if you didn't like it, but I don't pay attention to those. So, y'all take care. God bless you richly. See you next time.
You got the flat out. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Cut it!